having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Miami ahead. They're up by 8. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with.
With some changes. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Taylor comes in for Goran Dragic. And Walker subbed in for Augustine. Cleveland also making some changes. Varejao comes in for Kevin Love. And James subbed in for Smith. Taylor, he's in at shooting guard. Winslow is out there with Hill. Then it's Payne, and it's Walker in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Taylor's shot, good.
Perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage inside.
LeBron with Hill. Here's Varejao. Good, and the assist goes to James. Varejao's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And Greg, that's just good basketball.
We like
good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
In the corner, Irving with it. Misses off the left iron.
the stars
Major
cannot
defensive
hit
lapse
nothing.
right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some
Inside
adjustments.
2 minutes.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sidelines.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal basketball. He ended up with 53 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
Williams sets a screen for James. Irving for three. Again, Irving missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Payne kicks to Taylor. Fires from deep. No points there. 9 for 14 in field goals for better than 60% this game.
Can't believe it. Bench, buddy.
Thompson dishes to Irving. Kicks it to Thompson. From downtown. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so we wrap up the first half.
Thanks, Kevin. LeBron, for the second half, how do you make sure you handle the pressure with the season on the line?
Well, there's nothing to handle. I mean, for us, it's win or go home. So, you know, I'm playing on second half.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for the... And we welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the line.
Oh, that's too much deep. That was too much
second
deep.
half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Barbosa, and it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Irving against Walker. Up off the screen, and James throws it down.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg Dwight really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Freak number 1, Jordan Adams. He's jacked in for Miami. LeBron passes to Love. LeBron outside. Here's Barbosa. And it's good off the back rim and in. Barbosa's got 4 this quarter.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Kemba Walker. Here's Taylor. And it's Miami with another.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half.
In
Coming
his
out
teammates'
on
face.
fire.
I did that on purpose. I did that to be disrespectful.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. DJ Augustine's checked in for Taylor. Cunningham. And a new group in for the Heat. Hill, he's checked in for Adrian Payne. Winslow comes in for Jordan Adams. Taylor's checked in for Goran Dragic. And it's Larkin in for Augustine. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Leandro Barbosa. For 3, Love. It's good. Great
Why?
play by Williams to
Stop
set it up.
switching me, please.
Got it back down to single digits for the Cavs. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Taylor kicks to Hill. Good ball movement here by Miami. Taylor against Smith. Lock at 6. Passes to Larkin. The Heat need to get a shot off. Miami no good on that time either.
Thought I
The
hit
Cavaliers
that.
trail by 9. Williams kicks to Thompson. And he converts the
I don't
layup.
know who
You can see
man was
that they're
that.
not as aggressive
Black
from the
niggas.
three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
The Heat have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
The Heat making a switch here. Payne's checked in, and then for Cleveland. LeBron's checked in for Cunningham, and Irving subbed in for Smith. And the pass to Irving. Irving sets a screen for LeBron. It's a pick by Love. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. Love, no luck.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Payne kicks to Winslow. Fires the 3. The shot by Taylor, no good. James in the post. Kicks it out to Love. Again, Love missing. Gets it off. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. And the final period of play just about to start. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Taylor in at point guard. Stoudemire out there with Payne. Then it's Winslow, and it's Dragic in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Irving kicks to Olynyk. Thompson right side. Outside Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Dragic.
10 points for Kyrie Irving. Here's Taylor. Outside Dragic. The three. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
James outside. Shot clock at 5. The turnaround Jay. Taylor with a rebound. Taylor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Poked loose. Stolen by Thompson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket.
You gotta play D. Y'all got to play D. They don't. This team. That's what's wrong with this team. They don't play defense. Never.
That's costly.
Starting to feel of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
One more.
Payne dishes to Taylor. Lets it go from deep, and he gets the bucket. Taylor's got 36.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half.
He's sending the
showing
Cleveland
signs here
home.
that he's still got the flow.
I don't
in the
want to
second.
go into no game 6, 7.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Post.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the
It's a
sideline.
3-1 lead.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Irving misses.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
To the middle, here's James. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Winslow kicks to Dragic. Here's Taylor. Sinks the triple. Taylor's got 39.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Pass to Irving. At the top of the key, Thompson. Irving drives in. Can't get it to go. And it's Miami the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Beyond the arc. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Dragic. 42 points for Freak. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Irving against Taylor. To the paint. He's looking for Stoudemire and finds him. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Olynyk.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Miami.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And Miami making a change here. Adams checked in. LeBron outside. He feeds it to Irving. Olynyk sets a screen for Irving. No one covered.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Talk about some great numbers for Freak. He's got 42 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love